Honorable Minister Balgobin.
Monsieur le Président, merci de me donner l'opportunité de m'adresser à cette auguste Assemblée sur le premier budget de ce nouveau gouvernement. Dans le contexte sans précédent, nous faisons face à une pandémie mondiale. Et après cette crise sanitaire, le monde, y compris notre République de Maurice, ne sera plus jamais le même. Monsieur le Président, je tiens à remercier et féliciter mon collègue, l'honorable Dr Renganaden Padayati, le ministre des Finances, de la Planification et du Développement économique, pour avoir présenté un budget juste, un budget équilibré, un budget responsable, en d'autres mots, un budget pour le peuple. Notre peuple est un peuple éclairé. Nos frères et sœurs mauriciens ont compris que ce gouvernement a à cœur l'intérêt de tous. Il est donc évident, Monsieur le Président, que ce peuple intelligent, ce même peuple qui nous a fait confiance lors des dernières élections générales, a accepté et a adopté ce budget de par son pragmatisme et sa justesse. Depuis le début de la Covid-19, par la façon dont cette crise majeure a été gérée, les Mauriciens ont compris que ce gouvernement a fait de sa priorité l'intérêt de tout un chacun, que ce soit sur le plan sanitaire, social et économique. Je tiens à souligner que notre pays a été félicité sur le plan international par le Premier ministre de l'Inde, Narendra Modi, et aussi par l'OMS, sur les mesures prises par ce gouvernement dans la gestion de la pandémie. Hier, Business Today, qui est un des magazines phares de l'Inde, a publié un article pour dire, et je cite, "There are at least 9 countries in the world that have successfully controlled COVID-19 so far. These include New Zealand, Iceland, Tanzania, Fiji, Montenegro, Vatican City, Seychelles, Mauritius et Papua-New Guinea." Pour référence, Monsieur le Président, je dépose une copie de l'article sur la table de l'Assemblée. Mais malgré toutes ces acclamations, certains membres de l'autre côté de la Chambre se sont laissés aller à des trivialités. Je frémis quand je pense à ce qu'ils auraient fait à notre place dans cette crise sanitaire. Monsieur le Président, en parlant de la COVID-19, la première chose qui me vient à l'esprit est bien sûr le port du masque. Hier, lors de son intervention sur le budget, mon cher ami, l'honorable Sikuen, qui n'est pas présent en ce moment, a déposé sur la table de l'Assemblée nationale un masque qu'il a acheté à 1 roupie 50 sous. En entendant cela, j'ai voulu moi aussi acheter ce fameux masque qui est à 1 roupie 50 sous. Et alors, ce matin, j'étais avec le pipe dans le supermarché qui était affilié à mon cher collègue. Mais grande fut ma surprise de constater là-bas que les masques se vendent à 825 roupies la boîte de 50 unités, c'est-à-dire 16 roupies 50 l'unité. cela représente 1000% de profit. Et moi aussi, je dépose sur la table de l'Assemblée nationale une photo prise sur les rayons de ladite supermarché à cœur pub ce matin. Monsieur le Président, je ne sais pas quoi dire de plus. Monsieur le Président, je reviens sur le thème principal. Heureusement pour nous, il y a à la tête de ce gouvernement un Premier ministre responsable, une équipe dévouée. Fort heureusement, nous avons aussi un peuple admirable, débrouillard, et qui s'est montré solidaire dans des moments difficiles. C'est pourquoi, Monsieur le Président, nous avons confiance en notre peuple. Nous avons confiance en notre pays. Nous avons confiance en notre futur. La population a compris que nous faisons désormais face à une nouvelle normalité. Cependant, il est dommage que dans ce contexte difficile et inédit, les membres de l'opposition continuent à s'embourber dans des élucubrations sordides ayant pour seul but de semer la panique et la frayeur dans l'esprit de nos citoyens. Surtout pour faire croire que le pays est à genoux, que la banque de Maurice fera banqueroute, que les institutions ne pourront plus fonctionner, que rien ne va plus dans ce pays. Laissez-moi rappeler à certains qui sont assis de l'autre côté de la Chambre. C'était au début de 1982 que ce pays était vraiment à genoux. Avec l'héritage lourd du Parti travailliste et du PMSD, tous les indicateurs étaient au rouge. Le pays n'avait jamais connu un semblant de décollage après 14 ans d'indépendance. Le chômage battait son plein. Un travailleur sur 5 n'avait pas de travail. Le peuple était affamé. Ce n'était même pas les temps morgoses, parce que morgose était un luxe à cette époque. Le 11 juin 1982, tout change. Et quelle coïncidence, Monsieur le Président, aujourd'hui, cela fait exactement 38 ans. Je suis sûr que l'honorable Béranger s'en souviendra. C'était un jour historique à partir duquel notre pays s'est embarqué sur la voie du progrès avec à la barre Sir Anirudh Jagannath alors, qui continue aujourd'hui avec l'honorable Pravin Kumar Jagannath et son équipe. Ces personnes sont entrées dans l'histoire comme des artisans du miracle économique. C'est un fait indéniable. D'ailleurs, c'est pendant le mandat de Sir Anirudh Jagannath comme Premier ministre que les bases de la cybercité ont été jetées. Et aujourd'hui, le secteur de la technologie est un des piliers majeurs de notre économie. Monsieur le Président, comme il serait meilleur si nous pouvions tous nous comporter comme des vrais patriotes. Le leader de l'opposition, dans sa PNQ le 6 mars 2020, a déclaré, et je cite, « We are willing to partner and this is a national issue. It's a challenge and as a nation, we have to live up to the challenge. » Jusqu'ici, tout va bien. Le Premier ministre alors lui répond, et je cite, It is always nice to hear what the honorable leader of the opposition is saying. But one must first of all be serious and also genuine in the intention. Monsieur le Président, le Premier ministre avait parfaitement raison de dire que le leader de l'opposition devrait être serious and genuine. En mars, l'honorable Boulel affirme « We are willing to partner as one nation ». Et hier, il écrit sur Facebook « Tout bon patriote passe mot d'ordre, nous pour descendre l'eau Larry ». Voilà le soi-disant patriotisme du leader de l'opposition. Je laisse à la population de juger. Monsieur le Président, si on prend l'exemple des 20 dernières années, 2000 à 2020, c'est intéressant de noter que le leader du même n'a fait que critiquer tous les ministres des Finances, systématiquement, l'un après l'autre. Pour lui, c'est à chaque fois la même rengaine. C'est un budget copié-collé, un budget galimatia, un budget fade, un coup d'épée dans l'eau, beaucoup de bluff et de maquillage, et surtout, élection derrière la porte. Il n'a jamais trouvé un budget qui mérite d'être félicité. Sauf en 2004, lorsque l'honorable Pravin Jagnat était vice-premier ministre et ministre des Finances, où l'honorable Paul Béranger avait trouvé que c'était un coup d'essai, coup de maître. Il faut que l'opposition réalise que semer le doute et faire craindre n'est que démagogue et futile. Pourquoi faire craindre? Juste pour la politique? C'est ça, servir le peuple? Nous sommes tous inspirés par les livres sacrés. Permettez-moi, Monsieur le Président, de citer une pensée fondamentale du Ramayana. Je cite, « Celui qui cherche à faire craindre ne dure pas longtemps. À bon entendeur, salut. » C'est toujours la même méthode, le même schéma, la même démarche. Si ce n'est pas politique Z Labou, c'est politique faire pair. Nous l'avons vu et vécu avant, pendant et après la fin du couvre-feu sanitaire. Que n'ont-ils pas fait dans cette auguste assemblée et ailleurs pour instiller la peur dans la tête des gens, pour faire croire que le gouvernement était incapable de gérer cette crise? Permettez-moi, encore une fois, Monsieur le Président, de le dire haut et fort. En tant que jeune, en tant que ministre et en tant que parlementaire, je suis fier de faire partie de ce gouvernement. Je suis fier de faire partie de cette équipe sous le leadership de l'honorable Pravin Kumar Jagnat. Je suis fier d'être à côté d'un Premier ministre qui s'est donné corps et âme pour soutenir, protéger et encadrer nos frères et sœurs mauriciens sans distinction aucune. Pour moi, pour nous, ce que ce gouvernement accomplit pour faire face à cette crise sanitaire est tout à fait juste et légitime. C'était notre devoir, notre responsabilité vis-à-vis de notre peuple. La démagogie, la langue de bois, la pagaille, la zizanie n'ont donc pas leur place dans une telle crise où personne, aucun pays n'est épargné. Monsieur le Président, après 1918, avec la grippe espagnole, jamais, au grand jamais, notre pays a dû faire face à une telle pandémie. Ni pendant l'époque coloniale, ni après notre indépendance. La décision du Premier ministre d'instaurer le confinement sanitaire était nécessaire et a montré toute son efficacité. Cela nous a permis de contrer le virus, de contrôler sa progression et de préserver la santé des Mauriciens. C'est donc avec la même philosophie, la même détermination, le même dévouement, que comme un peuple uni et un gouvernement soudé, nous allons surmonter cette crise. Comme le dit très bien notre slogan, ensemble, tout possible. Monsieur le Président, il est également important de tirer des enseignements de nos aînés, de nous inspirer de leur vision et de leur sagesse pour continuer à avancer. Je pense ici tout naturellement à Saniro Jagnat, qui est une inspiration pour nous tous. Mr. Speaker, sir, I made it a must to find the first parliamentary budget speech of Saniro Jagnat. Let me take you back to more than half a century ago in 1964. In his intervention on the 19th of May 1964, Sir Anuru Jagnat explained his philosophy of how to make Mauritius attain economic success. The fundamental component of this philosophy is that economic success can be attained through infrastructural developments, capacity building, and an inclusive distribution of national wealth. At that time, one of his striking statements was, I quote, we see that villages are lagging far behind when compared to the towns, end of quote. Mr. Speaker, sir, today, after 56 years, we are proud that the MSM, through the years, has ensured that this is no longer the case. Our villages are as developed as our towns, and in many ways provides a more conducive environment où il fait bon vivre. The philosophy of Sir Anirudh Jagnat has been upheld, and under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, will continue to be upheld for many years to come. Mr. Speaker, sir, COVID-19 is teaching us to adapt to a new way of living. We are currently in a new normal, but it seems to me that the opposition is having some difficulty making sense of it. Let me explain what is the new normal. The new normal for our students and teachers is learning from home, where e-learning platforms are being used. The new normal for our adult population is working from home, using the world-class internet infrastructure. The new normal for our citizens is shopping from home, where during the confinement, people could order food and other items online. The new normal is also entertainment at home, with platforms such as YouTube, Mighty, and Netflix. The new normal is about networking from home with social media platforms, allowing all of us to interact with our friends and families. And crucially, the new normal is also about using government e-services from home to allow citizens to pay their bills online. Mr. Speaker, sir, in all cases, there is one major enabler. It is technology. And it is reflected in the budget speech of the Honorable Minister of Finance. Excuse me. A budget speech, historically, is about finances. As such, the words economy and finance have been used 33 times during this budget speech. But here is an interesting statistics. The words technology, innovation, digital, and data have been used 35 times, more than economy and finance. I congratulate the Honorable Minister of Finance for putting technology in such a prominent place in his budget speech. This is to reflect that progress now correlates with the optimal use of technology. Unfortunately, on the other side of the House has failed to understand this new normal. Why is this so? What is the problem? Maybe because of a connection problem, Mr. Speaker, sir. While we are cruising much faster, together with our population and moving towards 5G connectivity, well, it seems that they are still stuck at 1G connection. Mr. Speaker, sir, during the last 2 decades, there have been 2 occasions where a budget was presented in this August Assembly during extremely difficult times. One in 2008, where we had a major financial crisis. And second one is, of course, during the pandemic, COVID-19. Let us dig a bit deeper into this. In 2008-2009, the then Minister of Finance came up with 2 stimulus packages. The stimulus packages were presumably introduced to help enterprises sustain their activities. At least this was what was promised at the time. But what did we see, Mr. Speaker, sir? Shocking. How can we forget the Infinity BPO and RS Fashion saga? How dare they talk about good governance and accountability today when their track records laisse tellement à désirer? RS Fashion got 250 million from the stimulus package. We all know who is behind RS Fashion, Mr. Maurice. At that time, the honorable leader of the opposition was the Minister of Foreign Affairs. The Honorable Xavier-Luc Duval was Minister of Tourism. And Honorable Shakil Mohammed was the Deputy Chief Whip and colistier of MP Maurice. They were all clapping at that time when RS Fashion was getting those 250 million. They were clapping. But what is shocking, Mr. Speaker, sir, out of those 250 million rupees, only 150,000 was reimbursed. Only. And then they were sitting there and clapping. Mr. Speaker, sir, let me come to the Infinity BPO saga. That famous call center was owned by a Mr. Jean Suzanne, who was...
It is not appropriate to mention strangers who are not in the assembly by name. This is just one little suggestion, and I say it in all humility.
Honorable Minister.
Noted, Mr. the Speaker, sir. So the famous call center was owned by somebody who was a special advisor on technology matters, s'il vous plaît, to the then Prime Minister, Nabil Ramgoolam. Infinity BPO obtained 135 million from the additional stimulus package in 2009. And they clap again. What happened next is more interesting. Instead of injecting that money in the company, he bought an Aston Martin Vantage V8 of engine capacity 4300 cc. He bought a BMW X5. He bought a Mini Cooper. He bought a Ducati motorbike 600 cc, amongst others. And again, you clapped. But what is revolting, Mr. Speaker?
Just en passant, because the Honourable Minister is a good friend of mine, it is also not acceptable, not allowed by standing orders to make accusations against anyone who's not in the House unless he's going to provide documents to that effect. That's just en passant. You can't make accusations unless you substantiate the accusations.
Check. Are you making any accusation?
Mr. Speaker, this is a public domain. I have not made any accusations.
Don't make any accusation, okay? Who is speaking?
No problem, Mr. Speaker, sir. We move on. We move on.
Honorable Ganu, I would not allow any accusation against any member. Okay, Honorable Mohammed, everything is okay. Now, you continue, Honorable.
Now, if we go into details, what is more revolting is that provisions were made in the additional stimulus package for only 350 million as subsidy to lower the price of essential commodities for the Mauritian population. Those 350 million only allowed for a decrease in the price of a loaf of bread by 15 cents only. The price of flour by 1 rupee, and the price of a gas cylinder by 15 rupees. Mr. Speaker, sir, on Monday, and these are not allegations, but these are records available everywhere, the Honorable Leader of the Opposition made a very long speech. He spoke for 109 minutes and 4 seconds. And at one point in time, he said something very interesting. He said, and I quote, "In 2008, under the Labour PMSD government, during the duration of the 2 years of the financial crisis, there was no loss of employment. And the government had the fiscal space to come up with stimulus packages," unquote. And every member of the other house clapped again. But, and a big but, the Honorable Leader of the Opposition deliberately did not mention that after he voted the additional stimulus package to give, inter alia, Infinity BPO hundreds of millions of rupees, the latter did not pay his employees. In his speech, he deliberately chose to ignore the fact that more than 500 employees of Infinity BPO were left sur le pavé. They were simply laid off, even after receiving the grants. In fact, in February 2011, some of these employees went on strike, even on hunger strike, in order to receive their dues. Again, you sit there and clapped. Where were you then? At that time, the honorable leader of the opposition? Where were you then, my good friend, honorable whip of the opposition? Why didn't you raise any questions? Did you really give those who were in need? This august assembly still resonates with your claps on the 7th of April 2009, where you decided to give stimulus package to Copacopin. But when the Honorable Minister of Finance announced 15,000 rupees for our frontliners, then you did not have the decency to clap for them, but you clapped for the Copacopin. Maybe these frontliners are not important to you, but they are for us. I would like here to sincerely thank them for their sense of sacrifice during the pandemic and risking their lives to protect ours. Mr. Speaker, sir, we, on the other hand, we have decided to invest soundly. Our investment in this budget amounts to 163 billion. The scale of difference in investment is significant and demonstrates how this government has le peuple close to its heart. Mr. Speaker, sir, I have listened yesterday very passionately to my colleague, Honorable Gilbert Babli, when he cornered Honorable Kushal Lubin when the latter was chairman of SICOM. I would like to continue a little bit on that trend. When the Honorable Member Kushal Lubin was the chairman of Wastewater Management Authority, he approved cost overrun of more than 1 billion rupees to the contractor responsible for Plain Williams sewage project, with heavy cost overruns and mismanagement.
Once again, Mr. Speaker, sir, the minister, as I said, I underline again, is a good friend of mine. So my humble request is that if he's going to make an accusation against someone here, that he substantiates it, because he cannot say there's overrun and accuse him of that without dropping any document and tabling it.
Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir.
If you make an accusation, you have to substantiate.
Okay, Mr.
And
Speaker,
that
sir.
will be the rule
This is
for
in
the
my
rest
next
of the
paragraph.
debate for both sides of the House.
This is my next paragraph. Why I'm saying so? Because I did not invent all these statements, all these figures. The director of audit severely blamed him. But wait, but what is more troubling, Mr. Speaker, sir? That a leading member of his party, who was then the chairperson of the Parliamentary Audit Committee, Public Accounts Committee, sorry, Europero, severely blamed him for his mismanagement and had not even thought clearance of the Ministry of Finance.
He cannot say such things.
Mr. Speaker,
has
sir,
no
I
right. That
invite
is
the
against
honorable
any
member
order. He can't
to
do that.
consult that PSC report.
Mr. Speaker.
I cannot hear anything. I will suspend the sitting for a few minutes. Too much noise. The two honorable members met and set records straight. So, carry on.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, sir. What I just said in my statement, that has been taken from the Public Account Committee report, and I undertake to table a copy of the report. Mr. Speaker, sir, now allow me to come to a series of measures in this budget pertaining to the ICT sector. Our transition towards a data-driven economy, where the role of ICT companies will be central in the setup of a data technology park at Côte d'Or. This project, Mr. Speaker, sir, will undoubtedly create exciting jobs for our youth in the coming years. I also need to mention the fact that a technology and innovation fund will be created to invest up to 2 million as equity in projects recommended by the Mauritius Research and Innovation Council. A public sector transformation scheme will also be introduced by the MRIC to encourage innovative companies. Mr. Speaker, sir, moreover, one of the most transformative proposals contained in the budget is the requirement for all ministries and departments to become paperless in the long run. The EDMS, electronic document system, is a major step in the direction. Our vision is to allow civil servants to have all their usual paper documents in digital format. Mr. Speaker, sir, as a means to support this digital service makeover, a government digital safe will be made available to each citizen and will be used to store digitally signed documents in the cloud. Of course, the objective is to give a digital safe cough to all citizens, apart maybe from one citizen who already have a safe, which is currently in the custody of the police. Additionally, to further ease the life of our citizens, public departments will be equipped with an electronic queue management system by not forcing them to queue up for long at offices. Mr. Speaker, sir, my colleagues in the House will recall that in 2017, on the day of assumption to the office of Honorable Prime Minister, Pravin Kumar Jagnat, listed his priorities to the nation. One of the major priorities was the digital transformation of the country. To this end, government is setting up the Mauritius Digital Transformation Agency to be responsible for all major technology government projects implementation in the nation. In the same vein, we will ensure that mobile payment technology is integrated in the various e-services provided by government. Mr. Speaker, sir, you will also agree that the world of technology is in constant flux, and institutions which were created decades ago need to reinvent themselves. This is why I heartily welcome the bold decision to restructure the Central Informatics Bureau, CIB, the Central Information System Division, CISD, the IT Security Unit, ITSU, the National Computer Board, NCB, the State Informatics Limited, SIL, and the Government Online Center, GOC, to better serve the population. Mr. Speaker, sir, allow me to say a few words on internet connectivity. When the Labour Party lost power in 2014, according to Statistics Mauritius, and I can also table that particular paragraph in the report, only 43% of the population had internet connections on their mobile. 43%. Today, most Mauritians enjoy high-speed broadband internet at home, at work, on their mobile devices throughout the island. Now, I'm asking some honorable members on the other side who are so fond of making live videos to criticize our actions. Would this have been possible without us providing you with the technology to do so? Would my good friend, Honorable Shakil Mohammed, be able to leave this very chamber, go live, and come back to the chamber to make the show on Facebook? No, Mr. Speaker, sir. He would not. He would not. He has to agree. We have brought them into this new era. They should be thankful. Voila. Mr. Speaker, sir, we should acknowledge that it is when Honorable Praveen Jagnat, when he was the Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation, that this idea of providing fiber optics cable to every household moved to a next level. I noticed that even the leader of the Labour Party has become digitally savvy these days. He's doing Anukose and so on. Very good. I hope he is making judicious use of internet connection at home. As we all know, sitting at home, being idle, an empty mind becomes a devil's workshop. Mr. Speaker, sir, my ministry has provided technological support to the population during the pandemic. A lot of our citizens also use the mobile devices to stay up to date with the latest news. This is why, for example, the Be Safe Maurice mobile application developed by Mauritius Telecom established itself naturally when it was launched. To make the use of existing e-services even easier, my ministry launched facile.mu website on the 20th of May during the confinement. This portal brings under one roof some 50 most important and popular e-services. Pour conclure, Monsieur le Président, vu les circonstances, le budget présenté jeudi par mon collègue, l'honorable ministre des Finances, est mûrement réfléchi et propose des mesures fortes, concrètes et réalisables pour faire avancer notre pays. Ce budget, Monsieur le Président, est un symbole de continuité du travail que nous avons commencé et que nous terminerons avec la même détermination et le même courage. Mr. Speaker, sir, the seeds have been planted. Let us all work together. We will reap the fruits together. Merci, Monsieur le Président.